There will be no continent untouched and no people unmoved by what takes place. There will be few of you who will not have to migrate, for all of you basically will relocate yourselves at some point. For some of you, this is unheard of. Yet, by relocating yourselves, there will be a major shift in consciousness. Using a pendulum and dowsing are ways that you can check, verify, and discover your location. There are individuals who are delineating quite clearly through prophecy where the safer areas are going to be. There are a number of ways you can do this yourselves. Your lives will be, out of necessity, simplified. The more you can prepare for this simplification, the easier it will be on you. Unclutter your lives by letting go of the unnecessary things that would drag you down with responsibilities, the things you don't need. Lighten up. Sit on the ground, feel Earth, communicate with Earth, and trust Earth. Trust that when Earth moves, you will move in sync. Trust that Earth will love you, warn you, and inform you in some way. Trust that the insects will speak to you, along with the cats, the dogs, and the birds. If you have this communication and deep love and appreciation for the energy of Earth's vibration, Earth will work with you. Remember, she knows you. No matter where you are, she knows your feelings and intentions and responds accordingly. Earth changes are equated with death, yes? On your planet, you know next to nothing about death. There is a tremendous opportunity in all of these shifts to learn about death. It appears to some of you that as people leave or die, there is a mishap taking place. It appears there is a failure and that something was done wrong. We see the opposite. We see people leaving the planet with a new point of view. They are so gifted because many of you have your hearts open and are transmitting unity of purpose, allowing others to know and realize what they came for. Not everyone came here to see a new Earth. Can you realize that some people came to this planet to die in peace, without torture and pain, and to die with the consciousness of liberation? When you are afraid of death or pain, and you have an opportunity to assist someone pass over, your heart may want to close down. You may think, I can't do this. I can't look at death. It's too frightening. Keep your heart open. Let the goddess do it, and you will find that there is a ripeness and a timeliness in every person's exit. Yes, events are being orchestrated. However, they cannot be orchestrated without the consciousness to match them. As you are clearing the last dregs of fear and misunderstanding, many of you will be called upon to work with the dead and help release them. When this happens on a large scale, you will find that those who have passed over will periodically return. When you become a death walker, you are able to make the death experience with another and walk back from it, to go to the other side and come back. You find that there are many different energies accompanying each person's journey. Ask for a knowledgeable, uplifted, wise, and benevolent being to blend with you and help you understand the best way to create the highest opportunity for the death. Ask to have the ability to walk through the death experience and see people over to the other side as they once did in ancient Egypt. Take the departed on a boat and journey to the other side, then come back and tell everyone where they went. For some of you, this is essential to master in this decade on your earth plane. When people move from one dimension to another, the process can be greatly facilitated through the use of sound. You may want to experiment with different kinds of sound. You may want to tone, make sound through instruments, or sing. You will discover what is most appropriate. Ask for guidance and impulses. You need to make an agreement to trust your impulses. They are what will save your bodies. When you get an impulse that says leave, something is telling you to move. Something is telling you to go, so do it. Learn to recognize your impulses and to respond to them. The Death Walker's job is to assist people into a place of forgiveness, allowing the death release to occur without any attachments to blame, judgments, or victimhood. There is an art to this because often, in the final moments, people open to forgiveness. As dying people get close to their maker, time collapses, moments elongate into poignant lessons of life, and a great opportunity is at hand. The greatest act of forgiveness is ultimately to yourself, because you passed all judgments and made forgiveness necessary. You can assist the dying to find peace in their lives, to exit in serenity and love with smiles on their faces. Help them by asking them to look for friends or relatives or others they would recognize to beckon them onward. This is a pivotal key in assisting and death walking. There is healing in death because there is life on the other side of death. As you send your energy to these individuals in transition, transmit it also to Earth. Support Earth in her process and let her know that you want to be here to participate in the transformation. It is a true form of allowing when you surrender to the process and allow Earth to do what is necessary. As Earth continues her dance of purification and the shaking and moving intensifies, you will be impulsed to cluster together to enhance existing communities or form new communities. Each community will grow and flourish based on its members' abilities to feel and to create thought forms together. Each community will need to energize a cooperative codicil so that everyone can come together to contribute food, shelter, music, movement, and sound. This system of communities will go back to the old way of living in which you need each other. It will reestablish the ancient blueprint of relationships by which you experience interconnected living. You will feel relief when you belong to a community and live closer to the land, breathe fresh air, and feel alive. There will be a new vitality in food. There will be deeper laughter in relationships and a greater value to every moment of life. Eventually, you will come to the conclusion that life is to be played and that only in playing life can you succeed in work. If you do not play properly, you cannot have successful work. The work needs always to benefit the community. Many healings will take place. Communities will be inspired to build, and a renaissance of the temple culture will occur. All over this land, sites will be marked and sacred buildings of beauty brought forth. Earth changes will open many secrets from deep in Earth herself. The pyramids that dot this land and are covered over will be uncovered, and many cracks and crevices will reveal ancient sites long buried. You will pool resources and share your ideas about food, education, barter, business, leisure time, and places of meditation. Prioritize and agree that a strong community comes first, knowing that each person is a valuable asset to the whole community. As you do these things, you establish a field of ideas or a field of thought. You will create huge thought forms over the community. Those who have a predilection for reading thought forms will be able to view your community and know by reading the energy in the thought forms who you are and what you are all about. Your thought forms will be a new sort of etheric telegraph.